We take you to Yemen, where Houthi-controlled areas have been targeted by a new wave of US airstrikes. US fighter jets. These images, released by US Central Command, show American fighter jets launching from an aircraft carrier believed to be in the region. Yemen, with highlighted Houthi-controlled areas. The Houthis, an armed group with close ties to Iran, control large parts of Yemen. The latest US operations have been described as a decisive and powerful wave of airstrikes. Aerial footage. Yemen reports indicate that more than 50 people, including key Houthi figures, have been killed. However, the Houthis have yet to confirm these casualties. Drone and missile trajectories. In response, the Houthis claim to have launched drones and missiles at US warships. The US military states that these projectiles were intercepted or failed to reach their targets. Yemeni journalist Afra host, Afra, what are you hearing on the ground in Yemen? Afra, people are panicking. Many fear that the US airstrikes could continue for days or even weeks. Yemen is already facing a severe economic crisis, and this escalation is making things worse. Yemen reacting to the airstrikes. The Houthis, however, are not admitting the extent of the attack. They appear unwilling to acknowledge the severity of the situation or the challenges of facing a superpower like the US host. Does this mean the Houthis are unlikely to back down? Afra, yes, without a comprehensive approach, diplomatically, politically, and militarily, it will be difficult to resolve the situation. The past decade has been full of miscalculations, and we are now seeing the consequences. Iran's Foreign Ministry press conference host, what about Iran's role in this conflict? Afra, interestingly, Iran has issued statements claiming that the Yemeni people make their own decisions and that Iran has minimal involvement. This suggests that Iran is trying to distance itself from the situation, possibly fearing it could be targeted next. Iran-Houthi cooperation. Iran's support for the Houthis, much like its support for allies like Bashar al-Assad and Hezbollah, has reportedly decreased in the past year. The Houthis are now realizing they may not receive the same level of backing as before. Yemen conflict, US military responses, and regional tensions. This conflict remains highly complex. Without a strategic and well-calculated response, the situation is likely to escalate further. Yemen. Stay tuned for more updates as the situation develops.